Ba-da, da, 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 da-na-na-na, da. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Mehvies. And today, we're watching Quantum of Solace, our first
Yep,
Strike era film.
really.
Yes, this is the... So, I'm trying to think here. Because we haven't done any, Strike era films. So this is gonna be our first little, adventure into a Hollywood's dark age, so to speak. The 2 or 3 years of between, like, I think it was like 2006 and 2009, where between when the strikes started and ended, and a bunch of films were in production around that time, and they some of them came out pretty good, some of them came out fucking terrible. Which one is this? Well, I'm gonna let Kevin decide. I think it's pretty good. People tend not to like this film as much as the others, but I think it's just as good as Casino Royale in a lot of regards.
Well, anyway, let's get started.
I've been waiting for Kevin to comment on my edit to the poster,
Oh, hold
and
on a sec. I gotta.
he hasn't said anything.
Well, that's because I haven't checked it out yet.
Oh, okay.
Let
Usually
me.
you have the stream pulled up, so I was expecting the reaction almost immediately. And then we just started. White Don Cheadle isn't real. White Don Cheadle can't hurt you.
Then why do I see White Don Cheadle right now?
Well, you're not going to see him until the end, because he's going to go away now so that we can watch the movie. We are going to get started now in a 3, and a 2, and a 1. By the way, Casino Royale
Roar,
on 4K comes with the Japanese dub, so if you want to watch
roar.
the film subbed in English with Japanese voice acting, you can. I can't vouch for the quality of it, but, you know,
I
it's
mean, at the
probably
very
pretty
least.
cool.
I mean, at the very least, it would. Well, some people would hope it would sound as good as the Japanese dub of the 2019 Lion King film.
Yeah, which sounds a hell of a lot better than the fucking original version.
Somehow.
Not that the film is any good regardless, but you know. So Martin Campbell was offered this film, but he never does 2 James Bond films in a row, so
I see.
yes. Unfortunately, we don't have the maestro who brought us GoldenEye on this project. But I actually don't remember who directed this film yet. Picking up almost exactly where the other film left off, Bond is now fleeing from his
Mark Forster.
Mark Forster. Let's see. Oh, he did World War
Music
Z. That's unfortunate. But he also did the
music
Christopher Robin movie, which was quite good.
music is by David Arnold.
Yes, David Arnold. He did the original Stargate and Independence Day. Unfortunately, he also did Godzilla, but he also did, Hot Fuzz and Sherlock. And The Good Omens Show. Quite a good composer, if I must say.
You know, if it weren't for the subtitles translating the Italian, I was going to assume this was almost as much gibberish as Mario and Luigi's is Italian.
Ita Italia. Give it a nah.
Oh, don't do.
Like, I have some friends who are Italian. My dad has some friends who are Italian. They would probably try to have me killed if they heard that.
What, have me killed? Or have you killed?
I've both of us. I don't know.
I would just show them a bit of
It's like
of the
listen,
Mario and
listen to
Luigi
this. This is what
Italian
your
and
Yeah, this is what your fellow former Axis member came up with in terms of your language. That the Sujiro Miyamoto guy, I'm gonna kill him.
Okay then.
Now we can see where John Wick got the inspiration for John driving around on the busted up car.
You know who's the only voice of Craven to reprise his role all in anything?
Who?
Troy Baker.
Huh. Now this is Another Way to Die by, I believe it's Alicia Keys, and yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, and Jack White from the White Stripes is playing the guitar on this. Yeah.
Olga Kuril.
Mark Ronson and Amy Winehouse were slated to do a an opening song for
No,
this.
no,
Sand?
no, no.
What? The
Not
Sand?
Sand. No.
David Arbor.
James Bond's love interest is fucking Taskmaster from Black Widow.
Olga
I knew
Kurylenko.
she was familiar. Yes, I knew she sounded familiar.
uh,
God damn it. That's a nice ass, but still.
but, yeah. Once we get to doing that film, I'm gonna queue up some Aerosmith because dude looks like a lady.
No, I will not be watching that movie.
I got a big chunk of the editing for that review done again recently.
Oh, goody.
Yeah,
Something I'd
so
rather watch
yeah,
than the
I've
actual Black Widow movie.
yeah. So for those of you who are wondering, I've remastered the audio for the first bit and redone a big chunk of the editing as well, so that there aren't as many stray frames. So I also fixed the animation error that caused the sliding um effect to not work. That's cool. Yeah, I have to admit I haven't listened to this one quite as often as I've listened to You Know My Name by Chris Cornell
Or Live and Let Die.
or Live and Let Die or Skyfall or The Living Daylights. Or GoldenEye, or Gladys Knight's License to Kill. Still better than Writings on the Wall, though, but we'll get there. All right, Mum.
Sorry, I was looking at Simpsons battling seizure robots. So, Alex,
Yeah?
most recent episode of Bleach aired today, and Grimjow's attempt at trying to get a rivalry settled with Ichigo was interrupted by Nell's boobs.
Hmm.
Like literally, he was knocked down by a gigantic pair of ballistics.
Now, I've always tried to get people to explain to me, like, why they don't like this film, and I'm never really able to get a straight answer. People always say it's like, oh, it's the editing. Thing is, like this, that, and the other thing is, like, the editing is not... For, for a 2008 film, this movie has fine editing. There were a lot more shitty editing. I mean, there was a lot of shitty cinematography, like shaky cam in every fucking shot.
Like any Michael Bay movie.
Oh, he wasn't even the worst offender. All Greengrass did some pretty bad editing and shaky cam around that time. Like, the third Bourne film was almost entirely unwatchable.
My leg. Do you remember that one bit where SpongeBob was getting sand into people's eyes, and then suddenly that got one guy I had it was like, "My leg! My leg!"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, your leg wasn't even hit." This is bullshit. Ow. Do what Jack Bauer does and shoot him in the leg. Ow! How is he still able to run despite his ankles likely being shattered?
Well, adrenaline is one thing. Secret agents also use a lot of drugs, so that might be it.
Get back here, shocker!
Shocker! I'll chase you to the
You
ends of the
can't
earth!
escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
Oh,
You
God.
know,
Ugh.
you know, um, so how about that Captain America Brave New World trailer?
I was thinking more along the lines of Captain America the Winter Soldier, since, this is kind of like the Hydra plot from that comic,
Oh
but,
yeah, that oh yeah, that one oh yeah, that oh yeah, that one is way better than the upcoming one that we'll be getting.
yeah. What is it with Marvel properties or Marvel projects and having like 12 new titles before they come out? Because it was New World Order and then it was Brave New World, and it was like Agatha all along went through like 8 different titles. See, that should have been the gun barrel sequence.
Yes.
And then it cuts to the damn opening title. But,
Da 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 da. So, Alex, have you ever seen the this edit from The Matrix where it's the Neo versus Agent Smith fight, but almost every other hit is a throat chop?
no. But I'm. That sounds funny.
It is. Open the damn door.
I knew those were gonna break the moment they showed glass doors inside there. Bond, you know what you gotta do when you get somebody by the wrist like that? You keep fucking going. Just break his damn wrist. Bond just realized, oh shit. Oh shit, I've killed another one. Can't question him if they're dead.
Oh,
That
he
guy
wasn't
bled
even
out
bleeding.
really quick.
He wasn't even bleeding out.
Usually it takes like 3 to 4 minutes for people to bleed out if they've been stabbed on something important.
Yeah, but that didn't even look like he was bleeding out.
Well, Bond stabbed him in the femoral artery. But that should have
That
taken a
make
little while.
Yes, that at least I could understand. And
Like there
because the
was a
femoral
nick on the
artery
side
around
of his neck, but it wasn't like he got one of the yeah. Yeah, that wasn't like a severe cut to the neck, but
so Alex,
yeah.
there was a certain feel all that was induced by the fact that the Dragon Ball all Heroes stuff was getting adapted into a full on anime adaptation. And Scott ended up informing Nick that they were only halfway through the series,
Hmm.
and Nick punched the table they were on so hard that he dented it. I'm not joking.
Fucking coffins. This is one of the levels from GoldenEye, the video game, the remake, by the way.
Interesting.
It's one of my favorite levels.
Are we now? I feel like we're getting a very raw deal here.
Fucking raw! The steel is so raw, it's pecking up corn from the fucking ground. I don't know why my Gordon Ramsay is Australian all of a sudden.
So Bond is now going to go out of his way to try to save her. You know, one thing that Daniel Craig wasn't too fond of with the fact and with playing as Bond, keep in mind, he was gay.
Huh?
Daniel Craig, he was gay.
I did not know that.
He was not fond of playing Bond for the reasons of pretending to fall in love with all these ladies.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to look in. I'm gonna have to find the video where I had that because I know it was one of Charles Peralta. Oh, it was one of Charles Peralta's
That's
bits.
interesting, because, like, Daniel Craig has, like, 3 children, and he's married, like,
Hmm,
5 women, and over the years, I think.
who? Let me.
No, no, he's got 2 children, and and he's huh. Apparently he is currently married to Rachel Weisz. I can understand how you'd get the impression and that Daniel Craig is gay based on his performance in those shitty Knives Out movies. But yeah,
So yeah, maybe that might have been something I found on Twitter, or I haven't found.
I can yeah. It's it's something I could have believed, but no.
Yeah, so
Apparently
that's my bad.
yeah. Apparently he's married to Iron Maiden from Black Widow.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he would have wanted to star in a movie in a Marvel movie.
No, he didn't like the franchise work for this movie and the stunt work for this, because he would have fucking hated doing it for well, all kinds of other stuff.
By the way, Alex,
Yeah.
did you know that that in the film adaptation of Aragon, Rachel Weisz voiced Saphira,
No, I did
Jartskiller?
not. But then again, it's been about 20 years since I've seen in this uh Aragon.
I can't fathom why John Malkovich was in that movie. Jeremy Irons either. I'm like, you got really good actors in this movie, but it is a really bad movie based off of
Yeah.
a really bad book. So I'll be honest, even if Doug's criticisms are a bit weird, at the same time, he's not wrong.
Yeah, they took a film that was loosely inspired by Star Wars and made it literally Star Wars. Sorry, a book that was loosely inspired by Star Wars and made it into a film that was literally Star Wars, but fantasy.
So I've heard. So yeah, that was my apology first for thinking that based off something I saw.
Oh yeah, no, it would have tracked, but yeah. Yeah, Got a certain predilection towards large tracts of land, if you know what I mean.
Yes. Because we
Oh
need
yeah,
America.
like like a firewall would have stopped one of the one of the big intelligence agencies. You know what the fucking NSA was doing around this time?
Interesting.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, that's where the inspiration from a for a certain line from Magneto in X-Men First Class came from.
I see.
I should mention this is our version of X-Men First Class. I did not write the movie. I was like 14 when it came out.
So when are we gonna get Scarlett Johansson chucking hot towels at people in this?
Um, sadly never. The film is not based enough for that.
Back when SNL used to actually be good.
Yeah. I'm a plumber. I lay lots of pipe. Hi, Felix. That that was almost unreadable because of the font. Yeah. And that's fake Hellboy over there on the left. Two people who were in the Black Widow will later be in the Black Widow movie or in this film. And presumably both of them are going to be in that Thunderbolts film that doesn't have Thunderbolt Ross in it. And James Bond is using a Sony Ericsson phone. Devin, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I was just mentioning that David Arbor was in that scene, and we're treated to two actors who were in Black Widow.
Fuck.
Yeah, and
I'm
presumably
starting
will
to like
later be in that that shitty uh, Thunderbolts film that they're working on that doesn't have Thunderbolt Ross in it.
because Harrison Ford is too busy being Red Hulk in the previous in a movie that's coming out earlier.
Yeah, Harrison Ford is doing other things that he's having more fun with. He's like, yeah, I get to be giant and red and angry. Rawr. Somebody stole my outfit. He looks like, yeah, he looks like me, but buffer. And constantly irritated that he has to be in these films.
Tonight's performance will be performed by I Nickelback.
Someday, somehow, gonna make it alright, but not right now.
Alex, they've been banned from Europe.
Someday, somehow.
No, 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 Alex. What happens is that uh, what? Apparently, my PlayStation notified me of losing connection to Wi-Fi.
But the TV downstairs does that every now and again.
Okay, but yeah, just imagine suddenly Nickelback shows up and everybody immediately leaves.
Yeah,
That's one way to get rid of a crowd.
you are now picturing Chad Kroger singing opera. Somehow it's better than actual opera. Marvel Entertainment says, watch the new trailer for Captain America Brave New World. How about no?
Who said that? Is that someone in chat?
Marvel actually sent me an email about this. Why couldn't this have been something fun, like a performance of Jesus Christ Superstar? Why should I die? Yes, and so the secret organization in this is called Quantum because there was a dispute over the ownership of Spectre. Yeah, that was definitely possible with the 2008 Sony phone.
Totally.
This isn't borderline science fiction. But then again, James Bond has always been borderline science fiction. The double they used for that wide angle had a very visible bald spot. God only knows why they didn't use, like, a shot of actual Daniel Craig, but... Could they at least perform it in English so that we could know what the fuck they're saying?
Okay, so here's an idea, Alex. Now,
Puccini opera.
imagine if you will, Captain America: The Winter Soldier taking place in our current year, and one of Cap's first questions is to ask Sam Wilson, and what is Skibbity?
Captain America could just ask that question now because I don't know.
What is
He
Skibbity?
could have not gone into the ice and still had to ask that question because I don't fucking know. All I know is that Jimmy Kimmel used a Skibbity Biden, and I'm pretty sure that's what cost Biden his chance at re-election.
And Jimmy Kimmel has the nerve to just cry about the results.
Eh,
And I'm like, Kimmel, there are if that list
Jimmy,
gets out,
Jimmy,
you're
if you're on the
if you're on it,
list, you're on thin ice. Yeah.
yeah, you're on mighty thin ice.
And frankly, like, he should be happy. God damn it, James. Hey, Wonder Woman 84, that's a realistic depiction of what'll happen to somebody if they get thrown off a building. Slightly more realistic, I suppose. Because he's not like,
I swear to God.
I immediately had to eat those words, because he got up and got off the thing, but still, it's more realistic than Wonder Woman 84.
Yeah.
James is already on the scene, and he's killed about 5 of them. Like, Bond, can you stop killing our fucking leads? Oh, no, I threw him off the roof. He got shot after he landed.
For some reason, I can't access HBO Max.
Just as long as you get me a right good seeing to in the bathroom.
So now we're back in Italy, as if we ever left.
Welcome back to Italy. With open bar, because Italians.
Hello.
And now you can see where, Daniel Craig got the inspiration for his costume in Glass Onion from.
I see.
I'm not even fucking kidding, it's like the same fucking outfit.
He's not even that good at keeping secrets, period. And he's supposed to be a government agent. Ugh, that's an irony there. I want to know what is skibbity. Oh dear. So now they're on a flight. Or are they on a boat? So what is cooler than being cool?
Being ice cold.
I can't hear you. I said what's cooler than being cool?
Ice. Ice, baby.
Seriously? You don't know Hey Ya by Outkast?
I know the song. I don't remember it off the top of my head, unfortunately.
You're supposed to say ice cold again.
Oh, ice cold.
All right, 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 all right. Okay, now, ladies, we're gonna take this thing down to just a few seconds. Trying to
Hmm.
remember the rest of the lyrics because it's been a while since I listened to Hey Ya. What she really want, but she can't just leave me out that door. Don't try to fight the feeling of the thrill of feeling me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for fucking two together. Don't know how.
Excuse
Hey,
me.
yeah, hey, 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 yeah. You think you got it. Oh, you think you got it. You got it, just don't get it. Just listen at all. We get together. Oh, we get together. The separate so
My boy, buy
never
yourself a
do.
taxi.
This is nothing is forever. What makes the exception? Why, oh, so denial when we're not
Uh,
happy here. Oh,
I
so
don't know how that. I don't know how you got that song caught in your head, but okay.
what song?
Hey,
Sorry, I was listening to the song.
eh.
Just to remember part of the lyrics. Mama, don't want to make you come on. You know what? To be honest, um, to be honest, right now, all right now, fellas, yeah, being cool, yeah, someone cool, let me cool, Write this thing down for just a few seconds. I don't have to break this thing down for nothing. Want to see your bat's behavior? Let me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it,
Yep,
shake
Kevin's singing along to the song.
it. Sorry. Sorry about that. Who was asking?
No, nobody was asking. I was just noting.
How is the sexiness going to fix it?
Uh,
What is
to be determined.
what is having in the sexy times just give you the power to get you new clothes? I guess they do. I am struggling to understand certain aspects.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry. We wouldn't
Don't
piss
worry
on
about it.
you if you were on fire.
Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, we don't fret, good sir. We'll make sure that whatever we piss out will be lined with gasoline. Does anybody do you remember that one bit of Scary Movie 3 where they parodied it where they parodied Charlie's Angels?
Yeah?
There was a when they had to do their dramatic pose, two on the side had to position themselves with their legs open and while the water are found in the backwards is going. I'm like, Oh god, why? Why did we need that? Eh, Alex,
Why is he being accosted by the Spaceballs?
because he's got the biggest balls of them all.
Hmm.
So was he already dead?
Hmm. Why did you why didn't you just pop the clip? No, he wasn't. Yeah, he's gonna be dead by then.
And what the fuck, dude? Why did you use me as a meat shield?
Hmm.
It was practical. I get that, but still.
They literally pulled their guns on me as I was holding you.
Alex,
Yeah?
I should feel bad for this guy, but I dying, but
Yep. Pretty much, how... This is kind of a takeoff of, a thing from The Sopranos. There's only two ways out, death or prison, and that's kind of how it goes for a spy, too. Hmm.
Interesting. I would hope that wouldn't offend him, given how Bond has used his phallic-shaped device to seduce many a woman. Like, just imagine a parody movie styled as styled like scary movie where a variant of James Bond just whips out a gigantic ec- dick.
Are, are you perhaps thinking of Austin Powers?
Not that parody. I'm talking like a parody of the Daniel Craig movies.
Hmm.
Because Austin Powers only parodied up to the Pierce Brosnan era.
True.
Now I'm imagining saying that if Bond loses half of this plane, and and she's just Camilla is just gonna be like, well, at least we're flying half a plane.
Yeah.
Never say that, woman.
You're tempting fate, honey.
I know a few maneuvers. We'll lose them. Oh shit. You know, it still is a real damn shame, Alex, that when we get to doing the Transformers movies, there's only gonna be like 4 or 5 I have to do.
And then that one that we'll do again, then again, then again, then again.
No, we don't do the same movie more than once unless it's a rewatch to where we have newer opinions on certain things. Which I'm sure if you ever plan to rewatch the DCAMU, you'll have plenty of those.
I'm still planning. I need to get like the original Kirk what's his name Superman films. Find those somewhere and make a review on that. I want to do like a giant retrospective on superhero films. I want to go back to do like the original Superman from the 30s and the original 40s, I think it was. And then do like the original Captain America movie where he was just not right at all. Because nobody's heard of that. A lot of people don't even know that that film exists.
Now imagine, if you will, James Bond taking on the Pillar Man known as Cars in that plane. Suddenly,
Cars. You're now
suddenly,
picturing James Bond as a car in Cars. Of
no, I'm
course he
talking
would be
about
an Aston Martin.
no, I'm talking about Cars from JoJo.
I know. Hey, why'd you turn down the brightness on this? Is it because you wanted to try and cover up the green screen? Granted, it does match with the lighting of the rest of the
What was
area.
with the what was the with that cut right there?
Uh, yeah, it was a little bit strange. I mean, yeah, the CIA does it all the time, so who knows? Ooh. I mean, that... Yeah, that has since proven to be not true.
No, you're not. Stop lying. Yes, that's enough of having a pleasant moment. Now let's get out of this cave. Oof.
Yes, this looks like a good rock. 10,000 people lived here. It's a ghost town.
Why does he sound like Jason Statham?
Um, Probably because that's how they made the character sound in Modern Warfare.
The most modern of warfares.
So yeah, the bad guy's been restricting the water supply to this area of the desert.
Because of course they have.
If anybody has seen the shitty no-budget film Blood Shack, this is essentially the same plot, except this movie is not quite as dumb. Read, not nearly as dumb. You can go check out the Red Letter Media video on the Trooper for all you need to know about Blood Shack. It's best of the worst spotlight episode. My wife, you tell me that in the presence of my mistress.
Indeed.
Yes, I am speaking to you on a Sony phone.
After all, this is a Sony funded movie.
That's yeah, that was a wee bit Goldfinger. It's like a heavily abbreviated version of the fight from the Winter Soldier.
Okay, then. You make a very persuasive argument. Okay, then.
I do appreciate how films these days don't go for this much posterization in their color palettes, because the
Yeah.
the black crush is really fucking irritating in these shots.
Yeah.
Like you see that, for those of you who are watching, um, if you see how like detailless all the shadows are, that's what we call black crush, where they've turned up the contrast so high that you can't really see certain details. Like, there's no white crush. This isn't a Funimation production by any means, but, in some places it looks neat, and in other places it looks awful. That particular
Yeah.
shot, it looked fucking terrible. Like, right here. Whenever Felix's beard and hair are on, whenever they're not illuminated, they just look like shit. I actually forgot David Arbor was in this film, because this was before I knew about him as an actor, really. That's a pretty good match cut right there. Is that a monitor lizard, or is that a Gila lizard? Oh, sorry, Gila
Probably
monster.
Gila monster. Yeah, probably Gila monster.
Would it be a cerveza crystal?
Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
Lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
I actually don't remember the rest of that, so we're just going to keep moving. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't have to know Spanish to know what that means, although I do know what that means in Spanish. Well, what is it good for? Lots and lots of money.
Thought it was good for absolutely nothing. And that war is something I despise because it means the destruction of innocent lives.
Mm-hmm.
War to cause a risk within the younger generation. Induction and then destruction. Who
Who
wants to
wants to
die?
die?
I love how we had that bit from TFS in mind for that. Oh, so they're apolitical. They sound like my kind of terrorist group. I'll be right back.
I've wondered for a while why that line hasn't been more heavily quoted. Because it's a pretty good line. It's right up there with a bunch from The Godfather, like the one about how, made an offer he can't refuse, his signature or his brains on the paper. Yeah. Pretty sure that's not how cars work, but whatever. Yeah, I've always wondered why people don't shoot the legs, and in this film, Bond does. This is why you shoot first. There is a lot of hydrogen here. I'm just still pretty sure that's not how cars work. God damn it, Bond, you gotta get a wrist strap for that thing. Listen to Nintendo. Go full Mike Tyson. That's a good move. Yep. That shot was straight out of a Modern Warfare game. I think either Modern Warfare 1 or 2. I think it was 1. You know, taunting isn't that great a thing to do when somebody else holds your life and head in their hands.
I see I missed a bunch.
Oh yeah.
How badly did the building get blown up?
Bond Bond caused a guy to drive into a hydrogen tank and set the started the building in self-destructing.
You see, to Samus, this would be a normal Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be like, oh, great.
Gotta get the Varia suit on. Yeah, so she killed the guy who killed her parents. And
Yeah.
the whole building is fucking exploding. Oh, there's the pot shattering effect from Ocarina of Time.
You, you ain't escaping me, boy. Oh.
Engine oil.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how so this is this in South America?
That's a good question. I believe so.
It's strange how South America could have one of the biggest jungles out there and also a desert. Oh my goodness. It has several deserts, Alex.
Yeah?
So, South America has a number of deserts, such as the Atacama Desert, are located in northern Chile, which stretches over 1,000 miles along the Pacific coast,
Hmm.
west of the Andes Mountains. The Patagonian Desert, also known as the Patagonian Steppe, and which is another desert. And then there's the South American coastal deserts, which stretches along the coast of Peru and northern Chile. So now we're in Russia.
And then I suggest you get Canadian healthcare.
But I can't afford it.
Alright, well, it's a cheap. Somehow I feel the need to wrap the end of that necklace around, back of my gun.
Why?
I can recreate a scene from a Batman comic.
And yes, I know that.
I wonder if this is mildly inspired by an old Punisher comic. Guess he got thirsty.
The only true love that Bond will ever have that'll never leave him is his job.
Yep.
Oh, now you have this sequence.
Yep. We could have integrated it more elegantly into the film, but, you know, hey, this is cool as well. So I'd
I
say
give
that
this
this,
7
yeah, I
out
was
of
gonna
10.
say, this is a 7.5 out of 10 easily. It's not as good as Casino Royale, but it's still pretty damn good, and I keep going back to it. Yeah, Strawberry Fields, Gemma Atherton. Roy Kinnear was in the film as well. Oh, Guillermo del
So,
Toro and Alfonso Cuarón were additional voices.
so next week we will be doing more DC animated stuff with Batman Soul of the Dragon.
Yes.
Tomorrow we are doing Batass or Batass.
Yes, indeed.
And the week after next will be the one with Katy Perry singing.
What?
You didn't know that Katy Perry did Skyfall?
That was Adele, Kevin.
Oh, my bad. I'm stupid. Shall I take my Alex as
Connor, you need to stop getting your drugs from Connor Kent. He laces everything with the stupid juice.
yes. Anyway, so with Adele, my bad.
Yes.
It's been so long since I heard Skyfall.
Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall, face it all together. Let the sky fall when it crumbles. We will stand tall at sky fall.
So, oh, mm,
So,
so how do you feel about how it's spectacular Spider-Man's version of the greenest of goblins?
I like him. Yeah, Another Way to Die, written and produced by Jack White, performed by Jack White and Alicia Keys. That was the first duet in a James Bond theme. Yeah, the strike is also, incidentally, why the Quantum of Solace video game includes so many levels from the cancelled Casino Royale video game. Because they didn't have a finished script in time to make the game. Excuse me.
James
And
Bond will
filmed
return
in Italy,
in the
Panama, Chile,
Avengers.
Austria, and England.
So yeah, it was in South America.
Yep,
Anyway, a, anyway, that'll be all for Jimmy Bond tonight.
yep. That was all she wrote. See y'all later. You know where to find us. Here